In our time living in this neighborhood, we've been compelled by a passage in Jeremiah that instructs the exiles to make your home, plant your gardens, marry your kids off, spend some time in that place that is foreign and hostile to you. Because as you do those things, that is the seeking of the welfare of the city around you, and in its welfare you'll find yours, and that word is shalom. And so as we began to take that seriously, we started with our own backyard, but that wasn't going to hold it, as we realized our neighbors didn't have garden space. And so we worked alongside Seed Leaf and church and a neighborhood association to create a community garden that now has 40 individual allotment plots for neighbors, and then has 4 large, about 1/4 of an acre of growing space. And it's in its 5th year. And out of that, because we really got a taste for what you can do with space, we dreamed up a urban orchard, and we're able to get private foundation funding and city funding to put in about 60 fruit trees on 3 different sites within about 1 block of our house. And we planted, in addition to that, about 45 berry bushes. So they're now in their 3rd year and they're producing fruit. We had cherries, we had peaches, we had persimmons already. And that just springs out of what we've come to recognize, is that we follow a God who creates space. So Jesus always made room at the table. Jesus always made room for somebody unexpected or unwelcome. God created space from the beginning in Genesis, and so we get this space creation and this breaking new ground or recreating acts, and it's happening all around us, and we get to participate in this as a really central part of our faith. We kind of thought God was indulging our hobbies, the passions we had on the side, but it's become really central to our vocation as reconcilers, as people that participate in the redemptive work of God.
Yeah, and I think a big a part of what we have come to understand in the story of God, the Genesis to Revelation story from beginning to end, I think we might have thought it was enough to think about creation, fall, and then redemption. But it seems like a better way to think about it is creation, incarnation, recreation. And that just if Jesus says, as the Father has sent me, so I send you, what does that mean? It means that we're sent into the world with the fullness of what it means to be human. And as Wendell Berry says, to care for life and all the needs that it has. Food, clean water, clean air, fellowship, the beautiful things that for too long I think have been maligned by Christian theology as lesser than the spiritual things. And trying to bring that stuff together. And so I guess we're not finished works yet, neither is the garden, neither is the community garden. There is some theft and there's some vandalism every now and then, and we wonder about what we're doing. But there are stories every day of people who stop here and see this place, or we hear from over the community garden or the orchard, just wonder and delight, and that to us is, again, back to being a credible witness for the gospel of Jesus.